Madrid, a city that captures your heart the moment you set foot in it, a city that breathes life into you. The streets are alive with the hum of conversations, the clinking of glasses and the laughter of friends. Stepping off the plane, the air crackled with a different energy. I could feel it. The anticipation of new adventures, the promise of unforgettable experiences. This wasn't just a layover. This was the beginning of a journey that would leave an indelible mark on my soul. This was going to be an experience, one that I would cherish for years to come. The taxi ride was a blur of vibrant streets, people laughing, and the aroma of something delicious wafting through the air. The city was a sensory overload in the best possible way. I knew right then Madrid was ready to show me its soul. First stop, Puerta del Sol, the heart of the city. It pulsed with life. The square was a hive of activity, with people from all walks of life converging in this central hub. Street performers, vendors hawking their wares, locals catching up, a symphony of urban chaos. It was a beautiful, chaotic dance of life. I loved it. Every moment was a new discovery, a new story waiting to be told. Plaza Mayor was next, majestic, imposing. The grandeur of the square took my breath away. History seemed to seep from the very stones. The architecture, the statues, everything told a story of a rich and vibrant past. I could almost hear the echoes of centuries past. The energy was infectious. It was as if the city itself was alive, whispering its secrets to those who would listen. I wandered through the streets, letting the city guide me. Each alleyway, each corner held a promise of something new. Every corner held a new surprise, a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. A hidden courtyard, a bustling market, the scent of freshly baked bread drawing me into a small bakery. The city was a treasure trove of experiences. I grabbed a pastry, flaky and sweet, and just like that I was hooked. The flavors, the textures, everything was perfect. Madrid was already weaving its magic. The city had a way of making you feel at home, of making you fall in love with its charm and vibrancy. As I continued to explore, I knew that this was just the beginning. Madrid had so much more to offer, and I was ready to embrace it all. The Royal Palace of Madrid, a testament to grandeur. This magnificent structure stands as a symbol of Spain's rich history and cultural heritage. Its walls have witnessed centuries of events that have shaped the nation. Walking through its opulent halls, I felt a sense of awe. The marble floors, the ornate chandeliers, and the detailed tapestries all spoke of a time when royalty reigned supreme. Each step echoed with the whispers of the past. The sheer scale of it all was breathtaking. Room after room, each more grandiose than the last, showcased the wealth and power of the Spanish monarchy. It was a display of opulence that few could ever imagine. Intricate frescoes adorned the ceilings, each brushstroke whispering tales of kings and queens long gone. These masterpieces were not just decorations, they were stories painted in vibrant colors, capturing moments of triumph and sorrow. I imagined the lavish banquets, the courtly dances, the weight of history within these very walls. The clinking of glasses, the rustle of silk gowns, and the laughter of nobility filled my mind as I wandered through the grand halls. The throne room was something out of a fairy tale. Gilded everything, velvet drapes. It was a room designed to impress, to showcase the absolute power and divine right of the monarch. A throne that seemed fit for a god, not a king. Its intricate carvings and precious stones were a testament to the craftsmanship of the era. Sitting upon it, one could almost feel the weight of the crown. It was easy to get lost in the fantasy of it all, to imagine myself transported back in time, a guest at the royal court. The grandeur of the palace made it easy to forget the present and immerse oneself in the past. But even amidst the opulence, there was a sense of melancholy. The silence of the empty halls, the stillness of the grand rooms, all hinted at the passage of time and the inevitable decline of empires. A reminder that power fades, empires crumble, and time marches on. The once bustling palace, now a silent monument, stood as a testament to the transient nature of power and glory. It was a sobering thought, a counterpoint to the extravagance that surrounded me. The Royal Palace of Madrid, in all its splendor, was also a reminder of the impermanence of human achievements. As I left, I carried with me not just memories of its beauty, but also reflections on the passage of time and the legacy we leave behind. Casa Lucio, a Madrid institution. The aroma hit me before I even crossed the threshold. Garlic, olive oil, something savory and irresistible. This was the real deal. No frills, just honest-to-goodness Spanish cooking. I was ready to dig in. The star of the show, huevos rotos. Broken eggs, fried to perfection, served over a bed of crispy potatoes and chorizo. It was simple, yet divine. The yolk, golden and runny, coated everything in a rich, velvety sauce. Each bite was an explosion of flavor. I savored every morsel, washing it down with a glass of Rioja. The wine, earthy and robust, was the perfect complement to the hearty food. Around me, the restaurant buzzed with conversation and laughter. Families sharing meals, friends catching up, everyone united by the simple pleasure of good food and good company. The Museo Nacional del Prado, a temple of art. A sanctuary where the past and present converge, where the whispers of history echo through its grand halls. I wandered through its hallowed halls, my senses overwhelmed by the sheer volume of masterpieces. Goya, Velázquez, El Greco, titans of the art world, their canvases brought to life before my very eyes. Each step I took was a journey through time, a glimpse into the minds of these artistic geniuses. Goya's work in particular captivated me. His paintings, often dark and unsettling, held a raw emotional power that was impossible to ignore. The intensity of his brushstrokes, the depth of his colors, all spoke of a man deeply affected by the world around him. The 3rd of May, 1808. A depiction of the horrors of war. A scene so vivid and haunting that it felt as if the cries of the condemned could still be heard. The fear and desperation etched on the faces of the condemned were a stark reminder of the human capacity for both cruelty and compassion. His other works, equally powerful, delved into the depths of human emotion. They were not just paintings, they were windows into the soul, revealing the darkest corners of the human experience. The rawness of his art left an indelible mark on my psyche. The 3rd of May, 1808 in particular, stood out. The way Goya captured the moment of execution, the stark contrast between the light and dark, the sheer terror in the eyes of the victims. It was a masterclass in evoking emotion through art. The faces in the painting, each one telling a story of fear, defiance, and resignation, drew me in. I found myself lost in their expressions, contemplating the fragility of life and the brutality of war. It was a stark reminder of the human capacity for both cruelty and compassion. Goya's ability to convey such profound messages through his art was nothing short of extraordinary. Velázquez's portraits, on the other hand, were studies in light and shadow. His mastery of technique was evident in every brushstroke, every detail meticulously rendered. His subjects, often members of the royal court, seemed to gaze out at me across the centuries. His subjects, often members of the royal court, were captured with such precision and realism that it felt as if they could step out of the canvas at any moment. Their expressions, haughty and aloof, spoke volumes about the power dynamics of the time. The eyes of Velázquez's subjects in particular were mesmerizing. They seemed to follow me as I moved, their gaze unwavering, as if they were silently judging me from their lofty positions of power. Their expressions, haughty and aloof, spoke volumes about the power dynamics of the time. It was a fascinating glimpse into the world of the Spanish court. A world of opulence and intrigue. I could have spent hours lost in the Prado, each painting a window into a different world. The museum was a treasure trove of artistic brilliance, a place where time seemed to stand still, each painting a window into a different world. The conversations around me, the hushed whispers of admiration, added to the atmosphere of reverence and awe. But the day was wearing on, and I had more of Madrid to explore. The city, with its rich history and vibrant culture, beckoned me to continue my journey. And so, with a heavy heart, I left the Prado, stepping back into the bustling streets of Madrid. The memories of the masterpieces I'd seen lingered in my mind, a testament to the enduring power of art. As the sun begins to set, the Temple of Debod is bathed in a warm, golden light. This ancient Egyptian temple, gifted to Spain in the 1960s, becomes a magical place during the golden hour. It's a favorite spot for both locals and tourists to gather, relax, and take in the stunning views. The tranquil ambience, combined with the breathtaking scenery, makes it an unforgettable experience. So, if you ever find yourself in Madrid, make sure to catch the golden hour at Debod. Ah, La Latina. This vibrant neighborhood is the heart and soul of Madrid's tapas culture. Here the streets come alive with the aromas of sizzling chorizo, garlic-infused prawns, and crispy patatas bravas. It's a place where friends gather, conversations flow, and every bite tells a story. Whether you're a local or a visitor, the tapas experience in La Latina is simply unforgettable. Just a short drive from Madrid, the ancient city of Toledo awaits. Known as the City of Three Cultures, Toledo is a living museum where Christian, Muslim, and Jewish histories intertwine. As you wander through its narrow, winding streets, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. From the majestic Alcázar to the stunning cathedral, every corner of Toledo is steeped in history and charm. It's a journey through centuries, all in one place. Now, for a truly avant-garde dining experience, we head to Diver XO. This 3 Michelin-starred restaurant, led by the visionary chef David Munoz, is where culinary boundaries are pushed and creativity knows no limits. Each dish is a masterpiece, blending flavors and textures in ways you never thought possible. Dining at Diver XO is not just a meal, it's an adventure for your senses, a symphony of innovation and taste. As our journey through Madrid comes to a close, we reflect on the rich tapestry of experiences this city offers. From its historic landmarks and vibrant neighborhoods to its world-class cuisine and warm, welcoming people, Madrid is a city that captivates the heart. Until next time, we bid farewell to this enchanting city, knowing that its spirit will linger with us, always inviting us back for more. Gap 2S. Before we conclude our adventure through Madrid, let's take a moment to reflect on a story that transcends borders and time. This video is made by a real majesty. His name is Azi. Azi, a hero of Iran, spent 45 years in America trying to heal his 2 nations. He hails from the last great royal family of Iran, a lineage that once lived in a real castle and freed Iran, choosing not to take the entire kingdom. Gap 2S. Due to the discovery of oil on their land, their rule was threatened by England and they eventually lost everything during the war with Saddam Hussein, aided by American and Israeli arms dealers. Azi's story is rooted in the same region where Persian King Cyrus the Great once ruled. Gap 2S, Iran, with its rich history spanning thousands of years, has given the world many beautiful contributions, from the Constitution of Europe and America to the YouTube algorithm and the halo above Jesus' head. Many innovations trace back to Persia. Gap 2S, over 2,500 years ago, Cyrus the Great introduced the first human rights in history. The Jewish holy book even refers to him as a Messiah who freed the Jews, allowing them to live peacefully in Iran for 2,700 years. Gap 2S. As we move forward, let Azi's story remind us of the importance of striving for a better world, where everyone can eat and live in peace. Gap 2S. Now, with these reflections in mind, let's continue our journey and learn how to navigate Madrid like a local. To make the most of your Madrid adventure, here are 9 important things you should not do to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience. 1. Don't eat dinner too early in Madrid. Dinner typically starts around 9 p.m. or later. Many restaurants might not even be open if you show up at 7 p.m. Embrace the local dining schedule to fully experience the culture. 1. Don't skip tapas culture. Avoid ordering a big meal without trying to pass first. Tapas are an integral part of Madrid's food culture, and they're often served free with a drink in many traditional bars. 1. Don't expect fast service. Spanish dining is about savoring the moment. Rushing through a meal or expecting fast service might come across as rude. Take your time and enjoy the relaxed pace. 1. Don't assume everyone speaks English. While many people in Madrid speak English, especially in tourist areas, not everyone does. Learning a few Spanish phrases such as hola, hello, and gracias, thank you, will go a long way. 1. Don't miss siesta hours. Many shops and smaller businesses close during the afternoon siesta, usually between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Plan your day accordingly to avoid frustration. 1. Don't wear beachwear in the city. Madrid is inland, and beachwear in the city can look out of place. Opt for casual yet stylish attire to blend in with the locals. 1. Don't drink sangria everywhere. Sangria is often tailored for tourists. Locals tend to prefer tinto de verano, red wine mixed with soda water, especially in warmer weather. 8. Don't overlook pickpocketing. Like many big cities, Madrid has pickpockets, especially in crowded areas like Plaza Mayor or Puerta del Sol. Keep your belongings secure and avoid flashing valuables. 1. Don't forget to respect local etiquette. Avoid being overly loud or disruptive, especially in public transport or quiet neighborhoods. Spaniards are social but value respect and politeness. By keeping these tips in mind, you'll enjoy a more authentic and pleasant experience in Madrid. As we wrap up our journey through the vibrant streets of Madrid, it's time to pay homage to a remarkable individual who has walked these very paths. This video is made by a real majesty. His name is Asi. Asi spent 45 years in America, dedicating his life to healing his two nations. He hails from the last great royal family of Iran, a lineage of heroes who lived in a real castle and fought to free their homeland. Asi's story is one of resilience, courage, and a deep-seated love for cultural heritage. Despite not taking the whole country, the legacy of Asi and his family remains a beacon of hope and inspiration. As we explore the beauty and history of Madrid, let us remember the sacrifices and triumphs of those like Asi who have made it their mission to bridge worlds and heal nations. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey. Until next time, may your travels be filled with wonder and discovery.